I had meal prepped this pasta bean grinder salad for something for us to have not only for dinner the other night, but also to have in little containers to have for lunches this week. But as I was doing this, I was also seeing some comments that were coming across on social media, and I wanted to talk about some of the tips that I do to make this grinder salad and make it a little bit healthier for our family. So if you're just meeting me, my name is Amy Cross, and this is Across Legacy, where I'm normally teaching you how to save money on groceries. So when I was making this yesterday, we were taking some pictures, but I was just using up some random things that I had in my refrigerator. I only go grocery shopping normally every 3 to 4 weeks, and so pasta salad is one of those things that you can add a ton of different veggies into it, not only sneaking some veggies in for your family, but using it as a clean out for your refrigerator. So I was adding some golden beets, zucchini, carrots, celery, watermelon radishes, some tomatoes, like you name it. I had it fresh in my refrigerator, and I was adding little bits of this and that to this pasta salad. If you want more tips on keeping your produce fresh for weeks, make sure to check out our Zero Waste Produce Guide, where I teach you how to keep produce fresh for weeks and make sure that it's safe to eat and easily prepped so you don't have to spend much time in the kitchen. But this book is also packed with not only 75 produce items, A to Z, but there's over 40 different recipe ideas in them, and this grinder salad recipe is one of them. This grinder salad recipe is also going to be linked in the description if you'd like to check that out. And we have a full recipe video on making this. I just want to talk about some of those extra tips that I can give you in planning for this summer. I normally have a rule of thumb when I am planning out how many veggies to add is I'm adding twice the amount of veggies to the amount of pasta that I'm putting in the dish. So it is really just super packed with veggies, and it's a great way to get my family to eat them. Now for the pasta, since I'm diabetic, I try to get a protein-packed pasta, which also helps me when I'm eating something like a pasta salad. So I have less noodles in it and more veggies in it. But watching the brands that you're buying for the pasta also helps. But if you're doing this for like a large potluck or a summer barbecue for the holidays coming up, you can also add just an extra box or two of pasta to a dish and make this huge. So you can feed a lot of people for a really low cost. Something else that I always add are different kinds of beans in here. Normally whatever I'm just trying to use up, but I always make sure that I add rinsed beans into the dish. That way it's also balancing out the different nutrients that's in the salad. And adding more protein to this, we normally have salami in the summertime that I like to add to the salad, or any kind of lunch meat. We just had Easter here, and I made sure after Easter we diced up any extra ham and put that in the freezers. I was able to add a package of the ham into this when I was cooking it, so everything in this will last for many days in the refrigerator, and as it's marinating, it just gets better. But also one night this week, I'm going to make some extra chicken and have chicken with the pasta salad. All the ingredients that I use to make this, including for the dressing, are things that I normally have here at the house. So oil and vinegar and some of the different seasonings. And then I make sure during the summertime, I always have some pepperoncinis on hand. I love the little tang that it gets to add that to the dressing. So if you want the full recipe for how to make a grinder salad, make sure that you're checking out the link in the description, and we'll play that as the next video here.